He's my best friend.
He's a freeloader and he needs to pay some rent. Wake up, Dewey!
What kind of sick school is this? Now.
That was a bit from Andrew Lloyd Webber's School of Rock, the musical on Broadway, which features music from the film and some new music penned by Webber. It stars actress Sierra Boggess as Rosalie, the headmistress. And Sierra joins us now to discuss. Hi, Sierra.
Hello.
You're fantastic in the show.
Thank you so much.
So lovely to have you. What are your favorite parts about playing the headmistress?
Well, this is not a character that I'm known for. I have played many an ingenue. So what I love is being somebody who's such a stickler and who is struggling with perfectionism herself and who has let music go out of her life, which is what we realize. And this is the whole idea with the show, is that music changes you.
Yes.
So I love also getting to do my transformation within the bar.
Which is fantastic, which makes you an ingenue of sorts. You are the closest thing to an ingenue in the show.
Yeah,
so absolutely.
True.
It does sound to me like you have opera training. Your voice is so exquisite.
Thank you. I did train a bit in opera. I have a degree in musical theater from Millikan University, but every year the opera department would try and get me to change my major to opera. I have just randomly this natural coloratura a soprano, and Andrew Lloyd Webber knows my voice very well. We've known each other since 2006.
Amazing.
And so he put he put Queen of the Night into the show for me. So
tell us what it's like working with Andrew Lloyd Webber. I mean, arguably the most successful composer of all time. Now Cats, we hear, is coming back to Broadway. He'll have 3 shows on Broadway at the same time.
Yep.
What's he like to work with?
He's amazing. He's one of the funniest people you'll ever meet, which is always interesting, I think, because you don't think of him as like a humorous individual. He writes such tragic, but that's what we're loving about School of Rock, is that we get to see his also extremely humorous side. Yeah, we get on so well, and I have played Christine for him in Phantom of the Opera a number of times, 3 or 4 times now. So we have a long history, and so it's like I'm working with my friend.
Absolutely.
And it's great.
So how closely were you involved in this project, in School of Rock the musical, from the inception, or?
Yes, I was around. I was doing a show for him in London called Love Never Dies, which is the sequel to Phantom of the Opera. And I was at his house, and I remember him putting a pair of glasses on me and was like, okay. And I was like, what's this about? And I found out that's when his wife had just gotten the rights to School of Rock as a stage show. So that was back in like 2009, I think, or 2010. So it was sort of like, and then it just became, you know, they added in some bits for me and stuff like that. So it's been a show that I knew was going to happen, but you can never count on anything.
Absolutely.
So,
and here you are.
Here we are.
But you have been on Broadway for a while. What was your first big Broadway break?
I was Ariel in The Little Mermaid.
Oh, you're a perfect Ariel. Of course you were.
Yeah, so ingenue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. What was that like, that moment of getting your first Broadway lead?
It was extraordinary. My agent, I remember calling me to tell me that I got the part, and when I picked up the phone, she said, Ariel? And that's how she told me, and it was like, oh God, I cried and cried. And then within the same rush of joy and excitement, within about 24 hours, I had panic. I had, oh my gosh, now I have to do this. To play a title character in a Disney show as well is such a responsibility, and I was so young at the time, but and
it's a physical feat. Your voice, your body.
Yes.
What, 8 shows a week?
Yeah, 8 shows a week. And we were on Heelys, those shoes that have wheels on the heels. So in order to look like we had no wires, no water. That was our thing.
How fabulous. Yeah. So Sierra, are you a Broadway baby all the way, or would you do film and TV in the future, do you think?
I am only just now starting to be interested in film and TV. I've been so much focused on the Broadway thing and I love performing live, but I am interested in the truth also that you can get, I think, by being on camera.
It's a very different medium.
Totally.
Absolutely. Sierra, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And congratulations again.